WDWRadio, your information station.
Okay, so we're making our next pit stop. I've lost count of what stop this is. And we got a lot of different stuff going on here because we have Paris, France. We also have Marrakesh, Morocco. Anybody taking one from the team and going to the Brewers Collection going to try a beer? We have a volunteer. We have one lucky volunteer.
Where was it?
Right here.
Oh, right there. There he goes.
And you might as well get the warm pretzel breadstick.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I was talking
And
about.
the Landjaeger. But, cheers.
Jennifer!
Menu. They're described as Cabernet short ribs with mashed potatoes. I think we all think of short ribs.
Excellent.
We expect sort of a giant rib.
Wait to see when he says, okay,
But the first thing somebody said when they saw it was,
is it
forget
in
this
there?
80s reference, where's the beef? Like, where's
The beef. Where's the beef? Well, I said, oh, is it in there? And it's absolutely delicious. It's like
the meat is folded into the potatoes.
home-cooked stew.
Yeah,
It does. It looks really good.
It's a very good.
It's delicious.
If
It's
it's
good portion. It's deceiving.
That's fall in the Northeast comfort.
Yeah.
That's
This is
right.
what I make like in the dead of
So the beef sukiyaki roll is actually, it's obviously cooked. People hear sushi, they think it's not cooked. Here's two things that clearly are. Try the California roll first, maybe a little soy. No, don't cut it. Japanese people are committing harikari. Don't cut the roll. Just take it, whole thing in your mouth, one bite. Go to town. Come on.
Everything.
Come on, Becky.
That's how it's eaten.
Go big or go home, Becky.
Exactly.
Nice. So we have somehow made it all the way around the World Showcase Promenade and eaten, in some cases, drank our way around the 14th annual Epcot Food and Wine Festival. It's been a long 4 hours, 4.5 hours or so, but we did it. We conquered everything in, by the way, Elisa's wonderful book, everything along the promenade. It got a little... It got a little tough near the end. We're like, you know what, let's just blow off Italy and move on to the next kiosk. Because this is hard to do in one day. I mean, it's hard to try and get all 27 kiosks in one, especially
on a very
hot day.
Yeah.
Red wine, hot days, tough to do. The margaritas were a big hit. The beers seem to be a big thing. Yeah.
Grand Marnier.
They're using the heat as an excuse to try all the alcoholic drinks. You notice that? This was about sampling the food, and we sampled almost everything for the most part. It's almost tough to kind of go through these one by one, but we're going to talk about a couple of the highlights for people. Because again, thanks to the book, we were able to rate individual items as well as the kiosks. And we started off in San Juan, Puerto Rico, where we started off well, and I think we finished well. And sort of the big hit, and even as we started to wrap up consistently, the thing that was on the top of everybody's list, 5 stars across the board for every item on the menu, was Cork, Ireland. With a lot of new Irish.
We represent.
You represent well, because the lobster and scallop fisherman's pie was a big-sized portion.
Phenomenal.
With huge chunks of lobsters.
Absolutely.
Very rich, but not too heavy. Ran about $5.50 per serving. We all agreed that by itself, stands on its own. But that paired with the Irish cheese selection and the chocolate lava cake and a Guinness draft, you could really make a full meal in Cork, Ireland.
How they paired everything was delicious.
The entire Irish experience, 5 stars across the board. We did go to Australia, where the barramundi, different than last year, but the grilled lamb chop was a huge success from the presentation alone all the way up to the flavor. Steve literally got the bone in his hand and refused to give it up. I actually think he may still have the bone in his back pocket at this point.
Not on the bone.
And across the board, 5 star. As well as Bangkok, Thailand. Very new this year. I know the chefs were very, very excited about this. I loved the chicken coconut soup. We all scored it about a 4. But the green papaya salad with shrimp, we all thought again, very fresh, very bold, vinegary flavors. We all very different, and that's why I like Thailand. And that's what I think a lot of it is about, is sort of the expanding the palate, as it were, and trying some new things across the board. We did finish off super strong, though. We saved maybe the best for last. We finished off in Buenos Aires, Argentina, with a beef empanada with tomato salsa and the grilled beef skewer with chimichurri sauce. Again, 5 stars across the board, and you ranked it up there with Ireland.
I did.
You ranked it up there with
The
Ireland.
empanada, huh?
You like? I didn't get any of the empanada because he ate the empanada, all of it. But again, it's those bold flavors that we were getting, those things that sat on the palate, those spices sort of in the back of the throat that stuck with you that you weren't getting and that you're expecting in places like Spain. So I think we all agree that we wanted to be sort of, we wanted to expand what we were normally used to. So when we went somewhere, we didn't want the traditional sort of safe foods. We wanted a little something zippy, a little zesty. You got that.
And the food in Buenos Aires, it was genuine to the area. I've been down there, and it was very good. The food down there is phenomenal. And it ranked right up there with the food in Buenos Aires.
So it's very interesting how the variety of different flavors, the variety of different textures that you get from all the different pavilions. Clearly, I think you almost shouldn't do what we tried to do today, which was all of them commando style in a matter of 4 hours.
In 90-degree heat.
In the heat and the humidity, because I think unfortunately the more full you get, maybe you're almost not able to be fair with some of the other countries because you're eating for the sake of trying it as opposed to being hungry when we hit some of the early ones. But Ireland, Argentina, highest on the list. China, not so much. Again, we need to maybe come back. We didn't even touch on some of the drinks. Although some of your favorite drinks.
With the plum wine, the orange one, the Grand Marnier.
The orange one's
Frozen mojito.
The frozen mojito.
Yeah, and the strawberry Bacardi.
That was very
Dragon.
The service at the kiosks I thought was very good. Again, it was not a very busy day, which was good. It was able to keep us sort of moving along. But this was a very fun culinary adventure for the past 5 hours. Listen, when you mixed Walt Disney World and food and friends and a wine and a lot of beer here and there, you are guaranteed a good time. And like I keep saying, people say Christmas is the most wonderful time of year. I think food and wine is the most wonderful time of year, and I'm going to stick to that story. So we will be back again. Again, the Food and Wine Festival runs for how many days? Like 6 months. Till November 2009. To find out more, you can go to DisneyWorld.com/food and wine. I want to thank all of you for joining me and everybody else here on the promenade as we explored food and wine. It's Lou Mongello and friends and family coming to you from Epcot. See ya.